This is Inside the Film Room, powered by Echo Power Engineering.
Governors, welcome back to Inside the Film Room. Jeff Matthews here with head coach Scotty Walden. Coach, not the best weekend for the Governors. It was a tight game, 16-17 against UT Martin. Can you touch on that overall performance?
I'm really proud of our football team, Jeff. Regardless if we're playing, the number 12 team in America like UT Martin, or we're playing, Ole Miss or whoever. I mean, our guys expect to win, and when we get on the field, they perform to win. They don't think, oh my gosh, these guys are ranked, and no, we got a chip on our shoulder and we play with the edge. And unfortunately, this one came down to the wire. Had a chance to win it late. Had to lead the really essentially the entire game to the very end, but and had chances to beat a really good team on the road. And ball just didn't bounce our way and couldn't capitalize. But I'll tell you this, I wouldn't rather go to war with any other team than this team, because they fight, they scratch, they claw, and it's hard for young men to understand it, and sometimes it's hard for us to understand it. But even though through a loss, I mean, we embodied our culture. We embodied playing fearless, fast, physical. I was really, really proud of that. Guys like Kobe Perry, that OVC Defensive Player of the Week with 16 tackles and the pick six. And not only what his stats were, but the way he did it. He was flying to the football. But at the end of the day, our guys played hard. They fought. I appreciate our fans that traveled. We had the families, the parents of the players that traveled well and provided a ton of support to help our guys, and just couldn't get it done at the end. But very proud of this football team and very proud of their effort.
Coach, there was a clip during that game. Maddox Trujillo and Dre McCray both sitting on the sideline. Dre McCray talking with Maddox Trujillo. Can you talk about the brotherhood that is in football? Can you talk about that camaraderie, that when things don't go your way, you can turn to each other?
Yeah, and I really appreciate you bringing that up, because that's what this game's about, and I get it. I'm judged by wins and losses, and people on the outside just look at wins and losses. But this game it's not about always the wins and losses. It's about how you're doing things and how people are doing things. And one of our parents actually filmed that, and unbelievable display of leadership, of camaraderie, of brotherhood. We talk about all the time that, with the guys that score the touchdowns, the guys that make the plays, everybody celebrates with them. But the guys that, hey, maybe throw a pick or fumble or miss a tackle or miss a field goal, where are you at when they do that, right? Like, who picks them up, right? That's what a true brotherhood is. And Dre McCray had every opportunity in the world right there to just be ticked off that, whether he didn't get the ball and we lost by a point and this, but he went over and died to self, went and talked to his brother. What an amazing display of brotherhood. Put his arm around him on the bench, walked him in the locker room, and that's what this game's all about.
Now joining me on Inside the Film Room, Isaiah Norman, defensive back for Austin Peay. Isaiah, thank you so much for joining us.
Thanks for having me, man.
So this past weekend, 16-17 loss against UT Martin. However, you did have a pretty impressive pick six right on about the 8-yard line, driving that one in for a touchdown. Can you talk about what was going through your mind in that moment?
I've been waiting on a couple plays for that game. Like, when you watch film, it's certain plays that offense have that they just have to run. And that was one of those plays. They like that boot play. And I know he likes to get the ball out fast. Like, on the film, like on the TV, it looked good. But on the film, I actually left the man open.
Oh, no.
Because I reacted to the ball. But, it just turned out well for me, and tips and notes, though, you just got to get those.
Talk about the atmosphere that they're on the sideline. As soon as that touchdown hit, you run back, kicking team goes out there. What's going through your mind?
The first thing is, can you please stop hitting me in my helmet? Everyone hit me in my helmet. I was like, I got to get to the best on you. I got to go to kickoff next. And I couldn't even make it. But the energy was amazing, man. Like, the energy all game, really. It was just all of us was ready to play. And all of us wanted to win. You could feel that. And it's contagious. It's contagious. So when you make a good play like that, like in football, energy is contagious, like momentum.
Now, let's talk a little bit about, for yourself, this upcoming week against Eastern Illinois, coming back into Clarksville. What are some of your personal preparations that you're taking?
I'm watching a lot of film. I was actually watching film before the interview. I want to win. I want to win. Losing don't feel good, and you want to come back with win, especially in your home at Forterra. So my plan this week: play hard, practice hard. Just like every week, and get a win at home. The last time I played EIU, I had a good game, but I don't feel like they really know me yet. So, like,
You still have something to prove.
I got something to prove.
I like that. Now, let's step away from football. A lot of times, athletes, the best way to be at the top of your game is maybe taking a day where you can hang out and relax. What are some things that you do to kind of calm your nerves, to kind of get away from something, to refocus?
I like big naps. I like big naps. I like resting my body. What I like to do, I lay around. I try not to eat too messy. I talk to the people that be sure to always communicate with people like back home, because you'll never know like what's going on back home, and like you'll never know like how they could affect you. Like they could bring your mood up. I always try to talk to my mom on my off day, my mother, my father, because they always keep my mind steady and keep my mind right. And other than that, I play video games and just chill around the house, man. I don't go out no more. That's not what I do.
Isaiah, thank you so much for joining us on Inside the Film Room, and good luck to you against EIU.
Yes, sir. Thank you.
This has been Inside the Film Room, powered by Echo Power Engineering.